All right, a couple of questions from the mailbag today. We're short on time because I was talking a little bit more than I should, as I usually do. A Red Zone Alc has a question. Was Bruce Arians and his style actually the worst type of coach to extract the best out of Jameis Winston? I agree with this premise, and I've said, when you have this no risk it, no biscuit, and you combine that with Jameis Winston, you're going to be risking it, and you're going to be throwing a bunch of interceptions because your coach is saying, no risk it, no biscuit. That is conducive to Jameis Winston trying to do more than he can do. You need to get Jameis Winston to stay within the limits of what he can do, and that's why Sean Payton is going to be great for him, Myles.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just like he's throwing biscuits to the other team, right? Like that's basically all he did. It's so hard to throw 30 interceptions in a 16-game season, but based on the way that offense works, that's exactly what happens. So, yeah, I think the premise of that question is actually very good because he's not going to throw 30 interceptions for Sean Payton. That's just not the way that offense works.
He won't get a chance to throw 30. He will be on the bench if he's ever on pace for 30 interceptions, and currently he's on pace for 85 touchdown passes and 0 interceptions based on one game with 16 more to play. Dr. J144, is Matt Ryan a top-tier quarterback? His teams have lost a lot in recent years. Would Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, or Tom Brady lose 32-6 in their home opener? Well, Tom Brady lost 31-0 in 2003. That was on the road against the Bills. I just don't think Matt Ryan has enough talent around him. He doesn't have a good defense. He doesn't have the weapons that are matured to the point where they can really take off. The offensive line's been questionable. I think you drop him on one of these other teams, he could be pretty good. His flaw is he has yet to say, get me the hell out of here and onto a better team as the roster around him has crumbled.
Yeah, he hasn't done the Matthew Stafford thing where it's like, thank you very much. I've done my time here, but I can go on now. It's with a guy like Matt Ryan, it's like, no, he's not right now, but he could be if he's in the right circumstance. He could become a top-tier QB. He was in 2016. We all saw it. I mean, frankly, he should have a Super Bowl ring on his finger, but he doesn't because of different circumstances that happened. And now Tom Brady is still trolling them by having 28-3. It was 328 when he did that little video that he did on social media the other day. So we will never forget Matt Ryan for being a part of that game. And unfortunately, that 2016 offense there in Atlanta that landed Kyle Shanahan the head coaching job in San Francisco probably won't be remembered for as good as it was because of the way the Super Bowl ended.
I've argued in the past that the Falcons just should have hired Kyle Shanahan as the head coach because he made that team in 2016 what it was. And this is one of the realities of hiring a defensive head coach. You get a good offense, your offensive coordinator is going to be gone, and you got to find another offensive coordinator, and that disrupted things too. And I just think that 28-3 debacle is going to take still more time for the Falcons to get over. I don't think until you have a complete turnover of the roster, including Matt Ryan, is that completely and totally gone. And Ryan told me before the season he didn't even consider leaving Atlanta. They let Julio Jones go, and if he would have wanted out, they would have found a way to do it, Myles. He wanted to stay, and we'll see if he can be part of a rebuild there. Maybe he can.
Maybe he can, maybe he can't. But, I mean, he has good young guys. You talk about Kyle Pitts, Calvin Ridley. Those guys are talented, but like you said, they're just not mature yet.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.